I'm Marc Thiessen, Washington Post columnist and senior fellow at the American Enterprise Institute, with 10 America First reasons to support Ukraine. Reason number 1. A Russian victory would reinforce a narrative of American weakness and embolden our enemies. Ask yourself a simple question. Did President Biden's humiliating withdrawal from Afghanistan embolden Russian President Vladimir Putin to invade Ukraine? Of course it did. And Putin watched Biden's subsequent capitulation on the Nord Stream 2 natural gas pipeline and his reluctance to send Ukraine lethal military aid as Russia massed troops on Ukraine's border. The Russian leader concluded that Biden was weak. Now imagine if Biden had followed the advice of those on the right who oppose aid and had refused to arm Ukraine. Putin would have taken Kyiv. And many of the same conservatives who are now criticizing the president for doing too much would have said, Biden is catastrophically weak. First he let the Taliban march into Kabul, and now he has let the Russians march into Kyiv. And they would have been right. If we cut off US weapons, intelligence, and other support today, Putin would prevail. And his victory would embolden our enemies from the Middle East to East Asia. A Russian victory would further popularize the decline of the West narrative, eroding US alliances in Europe and Asia. China and Russia's influence would rise at our expense. But the answer to Biden's weakness is not to push for further weakness by cutting off US support. It is to push the administration to project strength by giving Ukraine the weapons it needs to prevail.